Hello and welcome back to KD's Business Tips. Michael Lapide here to talk to you on a short video on sales mistakes to avoid. Sales is important to any business, and it really starts, of course, with good marketing that goes along with those sales. But if you can't close the deal, or you're not making sales, or no one's buying your product, you're probably not going to be in business very long. Sales are extremely important to any business. So number one, don't focus on selling. Focus instead on relationships. You're not out there to sell. The moment it's in your head that you're going to sell, and you're going to make money, the moment it's going to fail for you. You're going to struggle. If you're out there to have fun and enjoy with a great attitude and talk to people and build relationship, you're much more apt to have natural sales. Okay? Clients want to feel like they're making a choice and not being sold a product or service. That's very important. Focusing on your products, not what it can do for your clients. Clients are not interested in your products or service. They're interested in what these products and service can do for them. Sorry, I said that a little wrong, but focus on how it's going to benefit them. What is this going to do for them? How is it going to make it better for them? That's very important that they know, because it's a tangible, okay, I can see how that's going to make a difference in my life, how it's going to make my life better or my situation better or whatever it is. So don't focus on the products or service. Instead of focusing on those features, focus on the benefits, right? So if you're going to mention the features of your product or service, mention the benefit received so they see how it impacts them, right? You're thinking of things from their side. Don't rush your client. Don't be pushy. Give the client time to consider whatever your sale is. Now, I understand some sales, you have to be a little bit sense of urgency. Got to buy it now if you're retail and things like that. But still, don't be too pushy, right? And depending on the size you're selling, that bigger ticket item you're selling, the longer you want to give them, obviously, right? Another one is not keeping promises. Do not make promises you cannot keep. Creating expectations that are impossible, right? That's no good. Create possible expectations, realistic expectations, and follow through. Build that rapport with your client. Another one is failing to follow up. Not following up after the initial meeting and following up on your leads and your prospects is imperative, and people forget that, and they just kind of put it the wayside. And you've got to strike while the iron's hot. You've got to get on them quickly. You've got to set their follow-ups and regularly stay on top of them. Very important. Another one is not knowing your competitors. Make sure you know what your competitors are offering so you're prepared to differentiate your product or service. Focus on strengths and do not speak negatively about your competitors, right? Focus on your strengths, not why they're so bad. This is not politics, okay? This is not politics. This is politics too. It's like, oh, they did that and they're bad that way. No, you don't do that in business. This is true integrity, whereas politics is missing a lot of integrity, a lot of it, okay? We're talking about business here where you're seriously telling them straightforward that, hey, this is why our product is better, not why theirs is bad, right? Or so forth. Another one is neglecting post-sale relationship. After the sale, make sure you connect with the client, make sure they're happy with the purchase. The bigger the purchase, the more you want to connect them. If they bought a house from you, you're going to probably be connecting. If you're a realtor, for example, you're going to be connecting with them, right? Send them a nice package, whatever it is. These are important that after connection, and the bigger the client, the more you're going to want to connect with them, okay? Make sure you also have a good sales process. Lacking in a sales process is another mistake to avoid. Having no sales process. Know your 5 steps. Your intro, right? It's your first. Your show and your story. Sorry, your intro, and making sure that you show them, and then giving them the whole 9 yards before you close. Making sure they know the short story. They can feel or touch or know the benefits from that. That's the 3rd step, right? That's like the possession is 9/10 of the law, and then your 4th is your closing, and if you got to rehash, make sure you have a good sales process. I'm just laying the 5 steps out, but you got to make sure your process as well. And the last one is make sure you have good comebacks for objections, because you're going to get a lot of objections when you're selling. Make sure you build your comebacks. Be prepared for those comebacks, how you're going to come back on anything they might say, oh, what about this or what about that? You want to have that comeback to that objection. That's it for today. Look forward to hearing from you, hopefully, and we'll see you in the next video.